We are back with a very exciting video. Today we are taking you through the process of our first renovation on our new house, and we are super excited to take you through the process of painting the exterior. The brick before wasn't a terrible color, it just felt a little dated. The goal for this house is to make it bright and warm by combining the styles of mid-century modern and modern coastal, while also bringing in some bohemian elements into the space. First thing we did was power wash the house with our Ryobi electric power washer, and we did the entire house, which really needed it, and you don't realize it until you actually get started. The last thing you want to do is paint your house with dirt on it and then have the paint start chipping away, so make sure you wash your house first. Then we can move on to taping off all of the doors and windows. If you haven't used the 3M pre-taped plastic, you need to next time you paint, because it is such a game changer and it saves you so much time. The color we chose is Sherwin-Williams Alabaster, and we are using Behr's Masonry Stucco and Brick Paint, which can be found at the Home Depot. Alabaster is a warm white, but not too warm. We didn't want a white that was super white, like a stark white, but we also didn't want a white that would come off neon either. So Alabaster is a perfect mix in that matter. But also a little fact about me, I am from a small town in Alabama, which I moved away from growing up, and that town is actually called Alabaster. So it's a full circle, which is really fun to have that color on my first house. We kept a 5-gallon bucket on our Wagner Control Pro cart sprayer by hanging the handle to the cart, which we could actually move around and roll around the house as we went super easily. We will leave a link below to this specific sprayer, and thank you, Wagner, for sponsoring this video. We're skipping painting the carport for now because we are closing it in, but we will come back and paint that area in the near future. One super nice feature of the Wagner sprayer is that if you get a clog while spraying, you can actually spray out that clog by turning the tip towards you, spray out the clog, then turn the tip back away from you, and then you are good to go to keep on spraying. There was a lot of talk between Dylan and I if we wanted to paint the few steps that we have around the house because of foot traffic, but ultimately we painted them, and I'm so glad we did, and if we need to touch them up later, we can do that with a brush. The house is looking so good with just the first coat, so we're gonna let that sit overnight. Then we came back the next morning and finished up with the second coat, as well as painting the soffits. Another thing we did with the paint is we actually used the same 5-gallon paint bucket on the sprayer, and we just continuously filled that paint bucket up as we needed it, because there is a screw cap on the lid of the bucket, which made for a cleaner and quicker process all around. second coat and having the blue be gone made all the difference in transforming this house. We got a little too excited and we actually peeked at one of the windows by taking off the plastic, and it just looked so good. We couldn't wait to have everything else done. For the front window and exterior doors, we used a brownish black color called Broadway from Behr to match the other window trim, and this really completed the look. We love how the house turned out. There are of course still a few more things to do, like the front garden beds, which will be in a video coming out soon, as well as the back patio makeover. We also didn't have time to paint the back door with the rain we are currently having, so we will be doing that off camera. We want this house to feel cool, calm, and collected when you step inside, and painting the exterior was the first step in that direction, and we cannot wait to continue on.